Despite all the brouhaha with the OnePlus One, it's still a well sought after device. Everyone's looking for invites, it's hard to get, and maybe that plays well to what they're looking for, but this is a device that comes with a 5.5-inch 1080p display, which can be a little bit impervious to sunlight, but it's got that smooth backing there, which is almost like a sandpaper, soft sandpaper feel. I really like the way they build this. Now, it's a 5.5-inch device, as I stated. You've got a Snapdragon 801 processor, either 64 gigabytes of storage, and then that's a dual LED flash with a 13 megapixel shooter behind. It's got an array of microphones around. We'll show you all of that as we go through the device. There's also one there behind the bottom with the speakers, and you can see the craftsmanship in the build. This is a well-built device. You've got that nice almost chrome-like finish on the edges, and another mic there again. That gives you a really solid build altogether. As I mentioned, this is a 5.5-inch display, 1080p, Gorilla Glass 3, but again, in sunlight it has issues. This is pretty much max brightness and is very reflective, so which can be annoying when you're walking through, on the street. Now, it's got a 5 megapixel front-facing camera, which will show you more pictures at the end of the video. So if you want to see photos from that, just go to the end. But I just want to just give you just a quick look, and we'll spend some more time on the camera and how that is. But the OnePlus One does allow for great screen real estate. Now, in terms of the hardware, as I mentioned, it's got 64 gigabytes of storage, or 16. This is a 64 gigabyte version, 3 gigs of RAM, and it really has all the things you need in this hardware. 3100 milliamp battery, so it's got great battery life, and the phone really feels solid while you hold it. It may be 5.5 inches, but really feels comfortable and easy to use, and I like that about the OnePlus One. And I think they've done a very good job in the hardware department in creating something that is catchy, you would want to buy, you want to be seen holding, and they did a very good job, especially at that 350 or 360 price point, sub $400 price point pretty much for this device. And I think as a user, you definitely would love to pick this up. So we've talked about that more, but let's really delve into the software. It's running CyanogenMod 11s, which is also Android 4.4.4, the latest update. And let's look at some of the things that make it different here. So looking at the software here, you can see it pretty much is close to stock Android, but it's got a nice soft overlay flow to it that CyanogenMod brings to the table. If you're a fan of stock Android, you really have no issues using this device. It's very easy to navigate and use, and it's got a couple of features like, of course, a torchlight, quick access. The settings menu is very similar to what you would get with Android 4.4, at least on stock Android, but it also comes with a theme pack for personalization, one of the things with CyanogenMod, and you can buy different themes, you can select different themes and change that. Some of the themes are pretty nice. I love actually swapping out through the themes. Of course, it just costs a little bit more cash to buy some themes, like $2.99 or $1.99 or even 99 cents, but still, it's still a nice way to actually put a differentiation on this device there. One of the aspects we talked about again is the camera, which we'll get to in a second. Like I mentioned, this is running Android 4.4.4, and again, easy, smooth, really no slowdowns you get from the software, which is a good thing. Now, the camera itself, the camera application is very simple and easy to navigate. That's the front-facing camera again. It's a 5.5 megapixel camera, so I'm going to swap that around. And it's, again, very easy menu to go into your pictures by just swiping left to right. And while you're in the camera, you have different modes. To change the modes, it's easy. Although you have to just swipe up from auto to HDR, clear image, things like that. And it's very easy, and we'll show you some photo samples at the end of this video. Again, you got more settings in your camera to give you more stuff there. So we're taking a look at some of the video shot with the camera. This is at 1080p. This is someone in New York, an event, hanging out with a couple of guys and just giving you a shot around the city here. Does a pretty good job with the 13 megapixel shooter. Again, I'm not moving around or walking, so this photo is pretty steady. Now we're going to move to a nighttime shot here, where you're going to see me walk around. Again, this is the 13 megapixel shooter. I'm in Brooklyn this time, and you can see how it deals with low light situations, walking, and zooming and some of the shake you will find around with it, but it still does a fairly decent job at it altogether. So I do like what is brought to the table. Overall, the OnePlus One is a nice device, pretty solid, and a very good buy at, you know, sub 400. I think this is something a lot of people would enjoy, but the whole idea of invites really limits this, and you really can't purchase it, and plus some of their marketing techniques have been rather shameful. I still would recommend this device if you can buy it, and definitely love to see it compete with other devices in the market. So if you have any questions or any comments, let me know. Otherwise, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and favorite this video, and do subscribe to the channel.